So I was talking about life lessons. Life lessons I've learned in the past 10 years. And the first, like I shared earlier, I said, never you shut the door when you're leaving somewhere. Yeah. So, because you do not know. You actually hope to grow from one point to another, right? So, at that higher point where you find yourself, when you will need that door might not be the way you entered. It might be in form of partnership. It might be in form of recommendation. It might be a form of endorsement. Maybe your name is now a brand name or to represent a very big brand, and you need an endorsement for your name. That might be what you need that name for. So ensure you close the door gently or possibly leave it open so that there's going to be easy access, whatever is going to take you. I know we humans, we have this innate tendency of selfishness, want to find what is ours, but in life, just try to ensure that door is still being open in relationship and in life generally. They say, it's two adages now. First, when you see an old man, and literally that's what happens, when you see an old man, you see Abel's eyes is bulging out. Literally, actually, right? But actually, they say every young person's eye. She has an Asian eye. I don't know whether it's only me that. Yeah. You have an Asian eye. So you have an Asian gene. It's just that over time, the African sun changed it to ebony. So, but the point I'm making is, they say a young person's eye is like bulging out. But an old person's eye is actually inside the socket because they've seen a whole lot. So the eye has gone in. But a younger person's eye hasn't seen so much, so the eye is really coming out wanting to see more. Then there's other one that when an old man stumbles on a stone, he gets up and looks at his back. But when a younger person stumbles on the same stone, he looks forward and he keeps going. So he learns from his mistake and then moves on. So I'm just trying to share this so that we learn from this. Then another thing is, don't step with your 2 feet, or don't step with your 2 feet into a new environment. It's an African adage that when a chicken gets to an unfamiliar territory, new place, it steps in. I think this thing even happens naturally. A chicken gets somewhere and they just do like this. Yes. We used to rear chicken in our house. I saw that thing a lot. And sometimes, as a little boy, when that thing begins to irritate, not to jump, I just look for slippers or something. And I was very, very good at aiming things. Yeah, I was very good. If you want to kill a chicken and the chicken is hard to get, I want to kill it by cold blood. Yeah. No matter how fast that thing is. I don't know how I do it. Even if the chicken runs like this, some, they fly and come down. The way I would throw it is as though I preempted the move of that thing. So, stones, could be shoes, could be slippers. Slippers usually want to drive it away. Stone, you want to kill it. Yeah. So I throw it. If the thing goes like this and flies, I will throw my stone so that my stone is going to meet it here. So as it comes down, it hits it, literally. Yeah. And there have been many chickens. and there have been many chickens that I have killed accidentally. Not that we planned to. Maybe we dried some stuff there and the thing goes there and is eating it. And I pick the slippers, throw it so, and the thing just falls down, begins to shake and shake till it dies. Many. So when I pick slipper, especially my mom, she begins to scream, please. Because when I throw it. So over the weekend, because we have cats in the estates, maybe for rat and all that. So we had 2 that came towards our window and they were screaming really hard. So our house help banged at the window to drive them away. I was upset at that noise. I thought they were children playing. So I came outside and then I was trying to trace them just in front of my exit door, the kitchen back door. So I sighted one. Just casually, I just picked one stone. Cat lovers, I don't kill cats, so I just picked one. And this thing was on the fence. How I knew it would jump and run through that, I threw it at it though. It did not die. but the thing hit it. It was then I remember, oh, I used to do this growing up. I was like, oh, I used to do this growing up, truly. All right, so the point is, don't step in. The lesson there is, you want to
be soldier.
Yeah, but I'm not. So the lesson there is, when you get into an environment, don't just begin to make friends. Don't just begin to befriend this and that. In fact, some of the people who come the closest to you might even be those who want to avoid the most. So you get there and observe things, because in my own experience, there were those I was very open to and so vulnerable to, were the exact people that struck really badly years down the line. Then get advice, but know who you're getting it from. You know, like I said, the Bible says that with multitude of counselors there is safety. Ensure that the counselors, they are well-meaning, not just well-meaning. You know, there are some people that will give good advice, but they don't wish you well. And then there are those who wish you well, but because they really want to help by force, so they just want to give you something, they just want to tell you something. And what they're telling you is not actually the best for you at that time. And then you make a mess of your life if you follow that advice. And most times, you'll face the consequence on your own. Then no situation is permanent. Another lesson I've learned, no situation is permanent, because I've come to see that whatever the situation you are in, that thing will pass. Tomorrow will come. Some other more grievous and more serious things will happen to you or some other person that you have to forget yours and move on. So if you make a very long-lasting and permanent decision based on that experience you had there, that thing could leave you a permanent scar that might not even heal for a long time. So you're in a very depressed situation, you're being lied upon, you even made a mistake, maybe because the situation didn't go your way, and then you're very emotional, you made a mistake and you overreacted. Try to find, even if you've gone so far, no matter how far you've gone and you're looking back like I've gone too far, still try to slam on the brakes. Still try to. Don't make a bad matter worse. And then the next one is, before I go to this one, learn to say sorry. Be humble enough to say sorry. It's not in the note I gave earlier. Learn to say sorry. Learn to say sorry. Learn to be humble. Don't let your knees be too far from the ground. Yeah. Don't let your knees be too far from the ground. It's life. It's just life. President Obama was the #1 Earth citizen at some point for 8 years, but he's not even #2. He's not even #3. He's not even #10. He's not even number whatever it is. Do you get? So humble yourself.